And we're live. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning. Welcome to the Garner Senior Center Coffee Talk viral episode. Viral episode number.
I have no idea. We've been doing this for what? Since COVID started.
So last month, y'all, we had over 2,000 views on Coffee Talk. So either we're just that goofy and you guys are laughing at us, or you really are interested in what we're doing here at the Garner Senior Center.
It doesn't happen though, like during this view.
No, everybody goes back and looks.
I mean, well, there's a bunch of our fans are in taking aerobics right now with Karen. So every one of them will walk by and go, I'm going to go home and watch a Coffee Talk. And they're bummed that it's not on Wednesdays, but we had to switch it from Wednesdays when I started teaching the step class. We couldn't do it on Wednesday mornings anymore.
So in our world, 2,000 views is like huge.
She didn't believe me.
I didn't.
I had to go back and find the thing.
I screamed.
I had to go back and find the report from Facebook or wherever I got it from.
So if you're not from North Carolina and you're watching us, I would love it if y'all would talk to us too.
Everybody should tell us.
Yeah, tell us that you're here. But if you're not from North Carolina, you would not be aware of the humidity that's out here. And so my hair is kind of doing a thing.
I know. I asked Torrey once, because her daughter Sarah is a hair person, professional, about like what I could get to like stop the frizz. Dina, hi. And it was something like $68.
Oh, that little thing of
something that she said to get for my hair. I was like, no.
Yeah, she's kind of
hoity-toity. I'll deal with the frizz.
Yeah.
I was thinking like $12.
No, no, you can't do anything for $12 anymore. So we have a lot to share today. So this afternoon, we're having an ice cream social. It's being sponsored by Liberty Hospice. We're always so grateful to our sponsors, the people that help us expand our programs without impacting our budget.
Yes.
So super grateful for that. It is not homemade ice cream. It is store-bought. So don't give your flavor requests. We've got several flavor requests.
Coming in and going, I want peach.
Or I want special sprinkles. So, we might have some special sprinkles for you.
Hey, Miss Eleanor.
So anyway, glad to have that. But I also wanted to, while we're talking about sponsors, Edna has been one of our sponsors for a really long time with Meals on Wheels. And the lady, Cynthia Halstead, sorry, I don't want to mess her name up, Halstead, has been doing this for, 4
she was out here during COVID with us.
Right, in the parking lot.
Doing bingo. She came and helped us with that when we did car bingo.
So anyway, she is packing up her bags, or she's already packed up her bags and left Etna. And she and her husband are traveling across country in an RV, which I just think is just amazing.
Yep. I said, you saw your house? She goes, yep.
I went, just amazing idea. That you get along that well with your husband to travel.
So they're gonna do snowbirds. She said they're gonna be in Florida for a couple months, somewhere else, and then the rest of the time they'll travel.
Yeah.
And I said, so you're not doing like a big Winnebago-y? And she said, no, because
it's like a truck camper kind of thing.
It's something that you pull, like a trailer that you pull on her big truck. But if you do like a Winnebago-y type, the all-in-one, you have to go to a special place if it breaks down. So she said but she said the next step up was the fifth wheel, which is the one that hooks on the back of your truck.
Right.
Because I said, so what are you doing? Are you pulling a car behind you? And she said, no. But she said they're young enough that they can get this camper off the back of their truck. But that's not always going to be
the case. It's like the boat. It's like if you want to get.
I want to do that. Maybe I'll do that.
Okay.
We'll see.
You never know. I mean, anyway, the world is your oyster. Just so
yes, life is an adventure.
It is. But today, Cynthia is here on her own because she loves us so much, and she's doing a special bingo, and she paid for it all herself. And anyway, it's just so nice that people have adopted us.
Yes. Yep. So besides the ice cream, we're doing the escape room puzzle.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to see how well that goes over. I'm really hoping that everybody likes it because I am a gamer. So I like games. Like my whole family, we're gamers. Like we play.
So how does that work, Nancy? It's like you set up tables, like individual, like everybody draws a number.
I think that's what she's going to do. When we did it, we just went and sat with groups. No. She gave us numbers.
So we draw
She gave us
numbers,
numbers,
and then we
yep.
sit at a table and you work on a puzzle together.
So depending on how many people come will depend on how many people are in a group. And as a group, you work on your puzzle. Yeah, it'll be interesting. This is a kid's puzzle. I looked at it briefly.
Well, it took Mandy 45 minutes on her own to do it, so yesterday.
Not too bad.
It's not too bad, but just she said if it would have been easier as other people. It's either easier or it's harder because you got too many.
Split it up, and we had like
you
take this puzzle because there were like 4 or 5 puzzles that you have to complete in order to get the answer to the final puzzle.
Yeah,
I forget how it's to open a combination lock. So you have to do like numbers, and each puzzle is different, and each puzzle uses a different skill set. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure I'll report on Facebook on that. Let's see. So there's that. This Friday, Ellen is teaching Stretch and Flex. Next Friday is Paula Norris, our new instructor.
Right.
Have you met her?
I have not.
She is.
I feel like I should know her. I feel like I should know her.
Cute as a button. She's teaching Tuesday night. She took over for Coach Tony. Have not heard anything, so that's a good thing. If I don't hear anything, it means everything's great. Because if anything was not great, I would have heard about it by now. And when somebody tells me something
transparency
nice, something nice, I'm like, oh, I never hear anything nice.
Our clientele is very transparent about their feelings.
So I had said, because she called me. She was like, have you heard? I said, I didn't hear a word. Now, Ellen took her class and said she was awesome.
And that comes from Ellen, who's like,
who would know?
Superstar.
Who would know? Who would know? So I'm really excited. So she's teaching. She's going to teach next Friday. That last Stretch and Flex, and then Oksana will be back. Yay. And she's going to help sub Tammy's yoga class sometime in September.
Good. I get to go work Tuesday nights again.
Yes, you do.
It's the one time I can get anything done.
And then she gripes. She says this right now, but then when Tuesday comes, she's like,
oh, I'm going to say that. I know. It's just because I'm tired and old, that kind of stuff.
But yeah, so that's going on. Oksana being back. I will not be here Monday for my life class. For any of you that missed life on this past Monday or have not looked online, I am going to be out of town. So there will be no life class this Monday, but we will do the next Monday. So I think I had like 20 people, and a lot of people weren't there. Like the floods weren't there. There were a lot of people.
Go over life again. I just think it's such a neat program.
So it is absolutely full of people that have major health issues. Oxygen tanks, scooters, walkers, canes, people with problems with their ankles, their hips, their back, their knees.
We're all broken. We're all broken in some sort.
It's a super slow paced, non-judgmental atmosphere and no competition. So like, if you can't do this, somebody else is really good at it, but you're going to be really good at something else. It's a really good class. It's a great group of people. I've cut the class from an hour to 45 minutes. I think 45 minutes is enough, but I'm asking them not to make any plans and give me an hour just in case we go over. But I'm hoping to get done in like 45. But yeah, it's awesome.
And she does a pre and post assessment, so you can actually see see the benefit of it after you've taken the class. So hopefully you'll see. So they're aerating behind us as well. So
we got to breathe. Yep, we're really working on balance. Is what our main focus is balance.
Yeah,
which is like unfortunately I don't know what I did.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
Oh, always got to have technology.
There we go.
Problems. Okay, here we go.
A Facebook user.
Hey, Facebook user.
Hello. Is that weird?
Yep.
Hello. Is that a stalker?
Maybe.
I don't know.
They said hi, ladies. So hi, ladies.
Yeah. Hi. Can't see. Ukulele.
Yeah, so Joe Minturn, who was teaching the ukulele for us, he really wants to start like a ukulele group where we can play together.
I'd compete in senior games.
Yeah, anyway, he's willing to teach us some chords and some strumming and that kind of thing. Over the pandemic, I taught myself on YouTube how to play.
Nice.
I'm sure it was all wrong, but anyway, I can play a couple of songs very poorly, like Three Little Birds. Three little birds.
I never even heard that
my
song.
doorstep.
Oh, what about Mary had a little lamb?
Yeah, something. Anyway, he's going to teach us, and hopefully we can get enough people. You do need to bring your own instrument. We have a couple of loaners, and when I say loaners, they are not in that great of shape, and they get out of tune a lot. But a ukulele is basically 50 to 50. I mean, you can spend as much as you want on one, but for a good $50 ukulele, you can learn how to play an instrument. And I am not musically inclined at all. I am not. I know my husband is, but I am not. But anyway, for me to play an instrument it wasn't something I never thought I could do, and it's been fun, So anyway, come and join us. It's going to be Thursdays. He is going to do sessions. It's a 6-week session, and so that he does do travel and stuff. So we'll have 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off, but it's free.
Yeah,
so
it's right after Simply Music on Thursday.
Right. So this morning, it'll be starting in August.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's already in. We do want you to register and sign up ahead of time. So I'm pretty sure it was not set up to do that.
Oh, okay.
I sent you an email this morning.
Okay,
I went to add. We got it. I don't know what's. I didn't look. I just sent you an email.
Okay.
I bet there's no money. That's what happened with me on some.
Okay.
If I didn't put the money in on Rec Desk, it wouldn't. You couldn't register for Cornhole.
Oh,
so we can go into Cornhole.
Yes.
So Jim, gosh, I don't know Jim's last name.
Really nice Jim.
Nice guy. Plays pickleball, plays table tennis, wants to start Cornhole. We've already got, I think, like 6 people signed up. So I think I'm going to start it in August.
Why not?
Like, why not? Like, it's.
I mean, if you got 2 people, you can play.
Right. He just needs one person. So, yeah. So I think we're going to do that on Wednesdays while bingo's going on. So it'll be 1:30 to 3:30 right before basketball. So I'm hoping the basketball guys, I'm hoping Randy will come and play Cornhole, and then maybe get the guys playing Cornhole to stay in 2 hoops. Who knows?
Yes.
So hopefully they'll help each other. So we talked about that. The other one that we have an interesting up in is badminton. I need to talk to Daryl. We've got 8 people signed up for badminton interest. It helped putting it on the kiosk over at the rec center.
Oh.
I've gotten calls from Alicia
nice.
Over there. So that's cool. So this is TV, which I would love to get. But I don't know. I'm sure they're expensive. But this is TV that's over the front desk at the rec center that you can you can do a slideshow of all the programs that are coming up, which I think is super cool. Movie. I have it on my calendar that there's a movie.
Yeah, so we have a brand new TV. We really haven't quite figured out how to work yet. So it's mainly streaming and trying to figure that out. So we are not having a movie this month, but we will have one in coming months, and we actually will be able to use that TV for other things once we figure out how to work it.
Oh, IT is coming to teach us, right?
Yes. So
next week.
Yes, we have a staff meeting next week, and hopefully they're coming to teach us that.
We're all going to go so that we figure if it's all of us. Hopefully, between all of us, we'll be able to figure it out because it takes a village.
It does. And I do not know. Hey, Sharon. I told you not to come out here.
All right, you got to talk about the garden and your new orientation.
Come on. You got to show your face now.
Nancy. Joy.
Hello, everyone.
Joy can't figure out how come she can't get on Coffee Talk.
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you, Joy.
I don't either. There she is. I was trying to join you through Facebook. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
hey, Joy, you got here.
I'm glad you're here.
You can't.
Oh, she's on YouTube.
Okay. Well, yeah, YouTube works. I mean, whatever it takes. I don't know why it wasn't doing. Sometimes you have to refresh to do that.
Help. Joy Stevenson needs help.
So we do have a turnover in the dining room. I wanted to mention too. We have a new delivery coordinator. Her name is Jennifer. Yeah.
Oh.
Her name is Jennifer, and she's maybe going to slip out here in a minute and say hi to us.
That would be nice.
Anyway, we'll be saying goodbye to Neek, who has been great.
Yep.
I mean, she's been doing this since the pandemic, which is not an easy task to do, and try to get volunteers and doing all that. So anyway, super grateful to have Jennifer starting with us. I think she's going to be solo beginning next week. So that's great.
Tomorrow is Neek's last day. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Sheila, hey.
Hey, Sheila.
Oh, look it. I'm going to page 2.
What?
All right. We're working on the new brochure. That's a big
The
task.
brochure that we're talking about is the one that the whole Parks and Recreation Department puts out. And we have, we have our newsletter. We have other ways of advertising. So not everything always makes it into the brochure because we want to be able to do things a little bit like if we have a pop-up trip or if we have a sponsor for something, we may always want to check our newsletter first.
Well, you're talking about this brochure that we're working on that we've already passed in for the first draft has already been in is going to run until March 31st of 2023. So you're talking about like these instructors or these plans being made that are in writing a year.
What they say, best laid plans.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Anyway, it's never perfect, but it's a great tool to like see what we do on a generalized basis. And excited that the town is producing this again during the pandemic. We didn't really have enough to promote, but now we are back to full force. And I'm pretty sure we're doing more than we were before the pandemic. It seems like we have more programming going on. With Gardening for Life, with all the things we've brought back, the new life class, the badminton, cornhole, all this stuff. So it's really exciting.
The new line dance class,
Gardening for Life. Did I say Gardening for Life?
Yeah. The line, but like the extra shuffle and that all
right.
Because of COVID.
And we're continuing to do these live streams. So
this is new too.
Yeah. I mean, so this is in addition,
and the videos and the virtual stuff.
In addition to doing all that we're doing here, Nancy's doing a great job of going down to the auditorium and taping twice a month, so that we have virtual content. So that if somebody's not feeling well, or if they just want to check out something that we have here, you can go and take one of the classes virtually before you come and visit. You want to talk about half your fitness pass?
All right. Oh,
hey, Ronnie.
Saturday Night Live. I saw his thing about drumming. I wish I could have reposted it, but I was afraid to do that. So Ronnie's coming back in October. I'll have to go back and look. When we talk about the new brochure, Ronnie Pulley is the one that does our drumming. He's so awesome.
And so, yes, Ronnie, it is kind of like Saturday Night Live. It is kind of like Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you remember the coffee talk. You know, the coffee talk where you talk about donuts and you eat donuts and gelatos. Yeah, you've verklempt. You've verklempt. Yes.
That's the way back. Okay, Joy wants to know if we're doing anything on smartphones or computers.
We had a wonderful volunteer that was a high school student that approached us in order to do that. We would love to have, if there's anybody out there that's tech savvy a little more than the average bear,
that would volunteer just one day a month.
Yes, just to do
not even a day,
one-on-one, to sit down with somebody and teach them how to use their cell phone. I mean, a lot of times it's just like they don't know how to make their hair appointment or something like that.
That took forever the other day.
I helped that same person. Anyway, that was a really great program, but unless we have a volunteer run it, so we are looking for a volunteer to do that. And again, it could be based on your schedule. It's one-on-one sessions. We have been known to have people bring their entire printers into.
Really?
Yeah. So we're suggesting that people not bring their printers,
but they bring like their tablets and their phones,
and smartphones.
I've seen them bring in their laptops.
And truly, if Nancy and I can do it, anybody. I mean, like I know iPhone. She knows good. Good. Well, you have iPhone now too, don't you? Yeah. So, but we know that how to operate mostly. But I mean, my neighbor across the street teaches me more than most people because she's younger.
Yeah, we would love to do that. If you know of anybody that can get here, it's got to be somebody that can drive or get dropped off. Because I was thinking even Amira, like she would probably.
Yeah.
She's a busy girl though. But
did we talk about Amira?
No.
Amira Sanchez, who did our raised beds back behind this one. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can point. There it is. See, I'm pointing. Our raised beds that started the whole idea of our Gardening for Life got her Eagle Scout last night, and so thrilled for her. It's just such an honor that she did her Eagle Scout here and got.
That's new, a girl Eagle Scout.
I love it.
They didn't have that when I was growing up. Like it was.
It was Girl Scout was. They had the silver and gold awards, but Eagle Scout, as anybody that's ever done it, you know what it takes to get it.
And that follows you your entire life.
It does. If you're an Eagle Scout, that looks good on every resume.
Yeah. Like even it's amazing the seniors that say I'm an Eagle Scout.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, can you what can you
start a fire?
What can you do for us?
But yeah, So that's pretty cool. You wanted to talk about the new orientation. I'm going to pick
Yeah. So, Gardening for Life, just an update there. We have been meeting with Gardening for Life, which is the program that we started that's funded by Next 50 out of Colorado. And we have done a gardening for hobby and health. And we are looking at starting phase 2 of the gardening program. So if you missed out in the beginning, we've been together since February, and we established the raised beds in the back. We're going to be doing a whole nother level of planting and education beginning in the fall, because it's totally different than what we do for the spring planting. So it's a great time to start if you're interested. The whole program is free of charge. We do ask that you have a little bit of commitment to the group, just because they're a lot of eager learners, and we don't want anybody to take away from that experience for them. So we're going to have an orientation, and you'll need to go to that orientation prior to joining the group. But again, the membership to the Gardening for Life group is free of charge. So come join us, because we'll be going on some trips. Yep. We'll have some swag.
Oh yeah.
Go get some gardening hats or something like that. Anyway, and then we have great speakers coming up. So we had a chef for the last 2 weeks from Interfaith Food Shuttle. His name is Mark Crane.
So you didn't videotape any?
I did not, because it was not really set up to do videotape. It was a long process, but he made ceviche for us one day, and then he taught us how to do some field peas, things that were fresh in the farmer's market right now, or that you could grow in your own backyard. A lot of this is so that you can learn how to garden in your own yards and learn different techniques. We have ground bed. See the ground bed right there? Ground bed. And then we have raised beds, and then we have more raised beds. Yep. And we're going to be developing some more fencing and things like that, so we can start planting our fall crop and winter crop, which will be
what was in that greens. One that's empty?
That was cucumbers. They're done.
And they're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're done now.
But those tomatoes you gave me were super sour.
The little ones, the babies.
They were good, but they were.
But the yellow, we came up with these yellow. But it was a mystery what we planted and what was
good, but they were sour.
But the little ones were, but the yellow ones are really low acid.
The bigger ones, not big, but they were like.
I'll show you.
We're gonna go get one. Those were good. I had some of those. I don't touch anything in the garden. It's not my garden. She brings me stuff and I try it. But I love tomatoes. Like, I will eat tomatoes like candy. Here we go.
These suckers here are good.
It's not that they're not right. They're supposed
These
to be
are not quite right. No, this is the breed. This is what they're
supposed to be that color. Okay.
Yeah, but they're low acid. So if you have issues, good for me. Yeah, exactly. Cool. But anyway, so look out for an orientation date. And if you have any questions about it at all, just give me a call directly, and I will help you get signed up.
And somebody else is coming on to help you.
Yes. So we are part of the Interfaith Food Shuttle agreement. I had that written down. I was going to revisit it if I needed to. Okay. What was I talking about?
The guy that's supposed to be coming.
Oh yeah. So we've got an interview with a Vista employee that will be working with Vista. It used to be AmeriCorps, but he's going to be scheduled to work 10 hours a week with us to help us develop the guidebook that we're creating for this gardening program. The guidebook is really to help other senior centers or other activity centers do this program and structure it out so that we know. So all of this has been learning. We knew nothing about
trendsetters.
We are trendsetters.
Love it.
Anyway, we're writing a guidebook for the class, as well as we're going to compile a lot of the lessons that we've learned.
And Cherry's back.
Cherry Gay is back, our consultant,
and she was on vacation visiting her grandbaby.
She went to New Zealand for 6 weeks. It was very long,
freezing.
Very long 6 weeks for us.
It was. So it was cool. She said she would never go back this time of year again. That's how I felt after going to the Tetons. Like, it's beautiful, but you gotta wait till July.
The colder the better.
It's too cool.
Colder the better.
So I have a question that I want to ask our people.
Okay.
So Shayna called me just before we got out here. I was like, I gotta go. I'm getting ready to go on TV. So she just got back from her doctor's appointment. She's pregnant again. She is due in January. And she's saying that she thinks it's a boy and she's a little bit up bummed, and I'm like, oh my God, do not be bummed. Like, oh my, like, you need a boy, like boys and mothers and all that. But she thinks it's a boy because the heart rate is low. She said the heart rate is low.
Girls should have a higher
You
heart
heard
rate.
that before. I've never heard that before. What do y'all think? Is that true? Like, you all know.
You know, I can use a little wandy thing and see if it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah, she's coming in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to have an ultrasound in a couple of weeks.
It has been 99% accurate. So
the only reason she's kind of bummed about having a boy is because she has so many cute clothes for Kenzie that she, you know. And I said, boys
but
and their mothers have like
that child is not going to have any used clothes on her body.
Probably
so
not.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say, like, I'd never heard about the heart rate. And stuff
lower heart rate usually is boy.
Interesting.
Yeah, heard that.
But yeah, so we'll see. We'll keep you informed. That's all I got. You actually have a list. Did we talk about everything on your list?
I think so.
What does water mean?
Water? Where do you see
water? H2O, Nancy.
It's hot outside, Nancy.
It is.
And you have posted like 5 things on Facebook about hydrating. I think you should give a lecture.
Well, it's just weird because the first one that came out was from Kim McGee, and I went share, like, and then it was something from AARP, and I went more stuff about water. Okay, well, obviously it's important, and I will tell you, I truly believe that the older you get, another thing about how many birthdays, I think drinking water is even more important the older you get. Like, being dehydrated will mess you up.
It sucks me dry. I go home sometimes in the afternoon, and I drink.
She does.
Like, I fill one of these up
at least
over and over and over and over again, and I still feel like I get that, like, you know.
And somebody said to me the other day, well, does my Pepsi count? I said, that's minus, because I was talking about it.
Well, and the other thing you need to realize is when you drink caffeine, it depletes the water, and however we have the extra large cups today. Yeah, cheers.
I hate these two. I hate the fact that we're using styrofoam.
Oh, don't tell anybody.
Kills me. But somebody gave them to us.
They were free, and we were just going to have to put them in a landfill anyway.
We were. So. When did we get these? These were from 1980
something.
Was probably. This from